And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, live from the big hall here at the V Summit 2021. Hello from Sarajevo one more time. From the Hollow Hills, we are ready for our next keynote speaker, who is a huge smart home lover. He so much loves smart homes that he says that your smart home can be a security oasis, ladies and gentlemen. So it's my great pleasure to introduce you, Mr. who was a driving force behind the creation of robotics global partner network. He was selling for 11 years. Then he found his best Facebook friend, Dr. Ralph Hinkel, and they created Frog Blue. He will be now presenting how a part of your smart home can be used for you to be more secure. So it's my pleasure to introduce you, Peter McKee. Hello, Peter, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course. We can hear you now, we see you
Okay.
now, and we just need to see your on-screen sharing of the presentation, which is now active. So, dear Pete,
Okay.
say to me and to everybody else, how could we use our smart homes even better? Please.
Okay, so today we're going to look at the synergy between smart home and security or secure home. An intelligent secure home, it depends very much obviously on the quality of the hardware, but also the intelligence of the software. So basically, to tell you a bit about where we started, we looked for an easy to install system, something that was scalable, secure within itself because it is a wireless or a Bluetooth mesh based system, and something that was easily affordable. Easily affordable in that there's a limited amount of initial investment required to get started, and affordable in that you can expand and grow the system as required. So as was just said, Frog Blue, the people behind Frog Blue were also the founders of Mobotics, and Mobotics was one of the first intelligent IP-based cameras on the market. Uh, when robotics started, it wasn't considered part of the security market, but now it is. It has proved over the past 20 years that security is a very big part of what robotics are about. Like robotics, all our product development is done in-house. All the hardware, the robust, reliable hardware is designed and created by us. The innovative smart intelligence software comes from the brains of our development team. And we have developed an interactive multifunctional solution that is 100% produced in Germany. So the quality speaks for itself. The main things behind the system are we don't require any cabling, there's no room required in the switch cabinet, and we don't require extra modules anywhere in the system. No central unit is required to control the devices. I'll say a bit more about that later. The, um, the central unit is also not required for running the devices or getting software, because the software, the intelligence is in each and every device that we put out there. So that is one of the differentiating facts between or factors between Frog Blue and the other systems. We do not require a cloud to supply our software. We do not require any internet access. This means with no internet access, it is possible to configure, install, and commission the system completely within a consolidated system. So there's a secure system, there's no way to get in, it is 100% secure. Again, we'll talk a bit more about that later. Security within the system itself is obviously a large concern or a large issue for everybody, especially wireless, as I say. We have embedded Bluetooth encryption. We also have 128-bit encryption from Frog Blue, and every message is encrypted with a timestamp so that every message, once it's sent, it cannot be copied and cannot be used again. This video that you're about to see is a good example of using frog glue in multiple situations. And this is where we start to see the security aspects of the installation. The video you'll see is what we call panic function. So using one physical light switch, you will see all the lights in the home go on at the one time. And there are over 100 different lamps and lights in this building. It's panic switch, you can turn it all off. So this can be via a physical switch, just to make you feel good when you come home at night if the house is all in darkness, or it can be automatically activated by the various sensors, motion detection, etc., door locks, shock sensors, and the other things that we provide. So there you can see where the comfort of controlling your lights also becomes a major factor in the security of your building. So we have lights, we have heating, we have shading, we have alarms, we have access control within our system, all designed for the comfort of your smart home or your smart intelligent building. So with frog glue, the lighting becomes part of the security system. It can be activated by different parts of the frog glue system. At the same time, on a smart home level, your heating system is intelligently regulated. So you're saving money, you're saving power bills. Shutters can be incorporated via a frog multi-sense, so that any tampering with the shutters can be turned into an alarm. Intruder alarms and notifications can also be activated. Motion, lights going on, shutter or door opening is also part of the security system, and your access control, not just for comfort, but also security. So in the frog glue system, the software makes the difference. It is a decentralized system, and this is what I was talking about before. Every frog in the system has the intelligence, has the software to receive, analyze, and forward messages or commands to any frog anywhere in the system. That is why your frogs controlling the lighting system can interact with the door lock system. The door lock opens, the lights go on. With a decentralized system, excuse me, there is no single point of failure. The frogs, the devices themselves can be installed as and when required, wherever there's some space and you have the 230 volt power supply. So perfect for renovations as well as for new builds. The frogs, once they're installed in a smart building or a smart home, controlling lighting, heating, garage door, door locks, ventilation, shading, shuttering, and security alarms, you can have the frogs in all those different aspects or all those different applications. But once they're installed in those applications, they all talk to each other. So you can have the interactiveness of a door locking system working in conjunction with your security system, or your heating system working in conjunction with the window sensors to tell you when a window's open, close the, turn off the heating or lower the heating. But in a smart secure building, that system still exists. You haven't changed that system at all. You haven't added anything to the frog glue system, but it is so adaptable, so flexible, and so multifunctional. It can do all those things and also interact with your alarm panel or your smoke detector. In this example, the frog device is interacting with the EI smoke detector. So if the smoke detector is activated, then the frog glue system could activate or flash a warning in all parts of the building using the lighting system. The emergency lights can be turned on to show the way out. All the shutters are raised for safety. Ventilation is turned on to clear smoke. All doors unlock for, again, for safety reasons, which is basically the system that you had there anyway, doing all these additional secure functions. Of course, it can work the other way. You can put it in as a security system and have all the comfort capabilities of the system at your disposal. Technology-wise, the Frog Blue system can start with one frog. This is an example of an intelligent dimming system using one 2-channel dimmer. The additional frogs that are added to the system automatically join the mesh network, and these frogs can then communicate with the lighting frog to give flash alarms, etc., with different and multiple inputs, either from a switch or from a outside motion detector or maybe a wind detector to control the shutters. There are endless possibilities. Alarm notification via frog display is also a very large part of any security system, is alarms and notifications. This is possible via the display going with an internet connection, a VLAN connection to your smartphone, and using the home app on the Frog Blue home app to control the system, react with the system, send an alarm back to the system, all 100% secure. But if there is no internet connection, you can still connect to a phone using a SIP server and give a pre-recorded message or a text message, or interact with the system via your keypad on the phone. So some of the sensors that we use in the system are the frog motion, which is much more than the motion detector, but that is a theme you will see throughout all of our products. The PIR motion detector also has a room temperature and brightness level detector, which all can be controlled for triggering alarms and controlling the lights and heating at the same time. There is also a built-in LED as a warning light. For example, if somebody enters the building, the LED light can come in your office, or so it could be an intruder, but it could also be something like a child getting up in the night. The light goes on to give them enough illumination, but also the light in your own bedroom goes on so that you know the child is up and wandering about. Frog Access is a pin entry system with a 10-button keypad. It has the obvious things like integrated doorbell, door opening, locking functions. So it has the classic access control functionalities, but these pin pads can also be used for any part of the system. So if you put in 1, 2, 3, 4, it opens the door. If you put 1, 2, 3, 4 after 6 o'clock or when it's dark outside, it will open the door and turn on the lights. So it has, again, the integrated temperature and brightness sensors to activate with and control the alarm system. The Frog MultiSense is a multifunctional sensor which can be used to measure room temperature, humidity, for controlling the heating, also for brightness and air pressure, perhaps in a laboratory where air pressure is very necessary to control. They are very small. They can be placed anywhere where you actually require them. They have a 10-year battery operation, and they also have window or door opening detection using magnetic contacts. It has a gyro sensor, and it also detects vibration or shock. So all those functionalities, all those features can be used as part of your security system. So if somebody is banging on the window or trying to open a shutter, then the MultiSense will send an alarm to the system and tell you, okay, something's happening out there. It can also tell the doors to lock automatically to stop people coming in. It can tell your camera to start functioning and recording. It can do all sorts of things. The Frogbox GPS is designed for outside use. It gives you a GPS receiver for the exact time for the system. It also gives you the LEDs for alarm and notification. It gives you a buzzer for a loud siren for your classic outdoor alarm and notification functionalities. So we've taken something that was designed originally to control the heating inside and the shutters inside based on outside temperatures and brightness. And we said, well, that could also be a classic alarm device. And again, all the things that we've already talked about, all the sensors, everything, all the inputs can be utilized to activate the outside alarm buzzer or lights, or indeed if it's simply leaving the house when you close the door, if you've left any windows open, then it will flash a light or it will sound an alarm so that you know there's something not finished in the house. The control of the whole system is possible via a physical switch on the wall, but that can also be controlled by a combination of click and hold. So not everybody can turn on the panic function if they don't know the combination. We have the programmable frog key, and we also have the frog display to control and send messages. So, as I said, software makes a difference. And as we add each and every one of these sensors to the system, they automatically join the mesh network without any additional wiring, any additional configuration. And then you simply tell each and every device what you want to do, what you want to know, when something happens, based very much on the if this, then that type of logic. The combinations are endless. As I say, from security to smart comfort, it's all part of the system. I would like to invite you all to visit our virtual booth for a chance to win one of our Frog Blue starter kits. If you go to the expo floor, you'll find us up there in the top right-hand corner. That will take you to our About page. And if you click on our virtual booth, you will be able to go into the virtual booth, see some of our videos, also enter the Frog Blue starter kit competition, which also comes with a free starter kit setup session online with one of our technical guys. So I think that's pretty much within the time frame. I think I'm actually a couple of minutes early, which is quite amazing. So thank you very much for your attention, and I hope this served to show how smart home or intelligent building can also be used as a secure home or a security building application. Thank you.
No, thank you so much, Peter, for being in time and for letting me know that I can win a Frog Blue. So I'm typing while I'm asking you the questions, so maybe I win the starter kit as well. So we have two questions for you, actually. First one is as an advice more than a question, if you could give us. What smart home products should one buy first as a starting point for the transformation of one's home? What is number one?
Well, I would say you could base that on what additional functionality you want from that system. If it's, for example, lighting. Lighting is always a good one because you can control the lighting for different comfort levels, for different scenarios. For example, in the evening, you're going to watch football or whatever, or a movie. At the click of a button or a touch of your smartphone, the lighting will go to that comfort level suited for watching the television. But at the same time, if somebody tries the back door or somebody's shaking a window or something, then that can be activated, or the lights can be activated through that interaction. So I'd say lighting is a good place to start because you get many benefits from that.
That's great. So I need a smartphone and a Frog Blue starters kit, so I can start with that, right?
Yes.
And the second
in
question is something which, especially in this part of Europe, is always something that had happened. So what happens if internet goes down?
The system continues to function. It doesn't go off. Obviously, you can't send messages via the internet, but with the Frog Blue system, the Frog display can send pre-recorded messages or text messages via a SIP server so that you have that backup. So even if the internet goes down, you will still get the messages, which is very, very useful function to have.
So that means that I'm covered if I work with you, right?
Very much so, yeah.
Well,
You're covered and you're very comfortable.
thank you so much, Peter, for sharing this with us, especially an opportunity to win your starters kit. Hope the business will continue rising as you plan with your partners.
Okay, thank you very much. And I would just like to mention our partner in the region is Tend, and they're available to support you in local languages, as well as having the support of Frog Blue.
That's nice to hear. Enjoy the rest of the day, Peter. Hope to meet you sometime in person.
I hope so too, and soon.
See you, goodbye. Ladies and
Okay,
gents,
thank you.
you've heard, you have a chance to win a starters kit from Frog Blue. You have to use our platform, go to our virtual exhibition hall and find all our partners, use the platform for communication, order a meeting or organize a P2P conversation. It's easy, like 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks.